Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aiman Farhim bin Muhammad Ali from MLG 1204C, and today I will be presenting my analysis of minutes of meeting document. And the purpose of this presentation is to identify and explain the errors that I found in the document, and also to suggest an improvement to make it more clearer and also more accurate. So before I begin my presentation, this is my outline, or we call it my table of content, and there are four main sections. The first one is context analysis, and the second one is content analysis, and the third one is the language error, and finally the conclusion. Now, I will be explaining the first section, which is context analysis. So, the first issues is the sentence absent with reason. Puan Siti Hajar binti Ismail. So, this document only states that she was absent, but it does not explain whether her absence affected the meeting or any decision made in the meetings. So, by including this information would make the meeting more complete. And move on to the next issue, which is Puan Nur Aini informed teachers that the panel PSO had been done by her over the holiday. So although the task has been completed, the document does not mention if there are any follow-ups action or who is responsible for the next step, and this reduces the procedural clarity. And the last issue for context analysis is Puan Shamsidah reminded all teachers to work hand in hand throughout the year. So the phrase all teachers is too general. Since this is an English panel meeting, it will be more appropriate to use English panel teachers so the intended audience is clear. Now let's move on to the next section, which is the content analysis. So the first issue is inconsistent terminology, as in one section the document mentions that all SMKKT language unit teachers, and while another section used English panel teacher. So using different terms may confuse the readers because they may not know whether both terms refer to the same group. So therefore, the terminology should be remain consistent throughout the document. The second issue is the use of abbreviation, as the abbreviation such as RPT and KPI. This abbreviation not explained, as maybe the teachers may understand them, but new staff or the external reader may not. So it will be better to write the full term before using abbreviation. And the final issue is unclear responsibilities, as several actions items simply mention English panel teachers without assigning a specific person to carry out the task. For example, instead of saying English panel teachers, will prepare the report. The document should identify the teacher or committee responsible, as this will make the meeting minutes clearer and also improve the accountability. Now let's move on to the next section, which is language error. The first mistake that I found in the document is VANUE, venue. This is a spelling error, as the correct spelling is VENUE, venue. And the next mistake is also a spelling error, which is a secretariat with a missing letter E at the end of the word. The third mistake is the sentence due to short of members, as this sentence is grammatically incorrect. A better version is due to a shortage of members. To conclude this presentation, the minutes of the annual language unit meeting of SMK Terendak are well organized and also follow the standard format of minutes of meeting. However, During my analysis, I found several content and also language errors, as these include unclear information, inconsistent terminology, and also grammar and spelling mistake. So by making some improvement on this error, the document will be more clear, more professional, and also more accurate and easier for everyone to understand. That's all from me. Assalamualaikum.